Hello, Namaste. This is Hariharan Iyer, the entertainer, and amongst the hundreds of videos that I have made on my YouTube channel, I think this is definitely one of the more important videos and one of the more important subjects that I want to share with you, which is how to cope with grief. And before I come to how to cope with grief for people who are undergoing some kind of grief in life, it's important for others around them to understand certain things. Never go and give a lecture to a person who is grieving on this is what life is all about, this is what you have to learn to move on, time will heal you, just have mental strength, just be courageous. I think what they are looking at that point of time is not for a lecture, but for somebody to just comfort them, sympathize with them, sit with them, listen to them. The most important thing when you're dealing with somebody who's in grief is not to go and talk, but just to sit there and listen. Sometimes they might take a little while for them to open up, but wait for that moment. If you really genuinely care for that person, please do not lecture, just listen to what they have to say now, and be supportive in whatever way you can. Now, coming to how you can cope with grief, God forbid if somebody is going through that situation. So I have come up with a simple model which is called as REAPS, REAPS, but I'm not really going in that sequence because R stands for responsibility, taking responsibility for your situation. E is to engage, be busy in something. We'll come to that. A is for acceptance, which is where we will begin actually. It's the most important thing. Then P is having a sense of purpose, and S is spirituality. So we will not go exactly in the order of REAPS, but that's a model that you can remember for your own comfort and remembrance. Let's start with A, which is acceptance. The most important thing is to accept that you have lost a loved one, and that's a starting point to really build upon. It's an emotional thing. It's not easy, but find ways to come to terms with it. Try and be in the reality of what has happened. Try to be in the moment. Try to be in the present, and just try to move on. And you see, the mind is got memory. So now memory can be good and bad. Memory helps you to remember all the good things. Memory also does not allow you to forget the bad things. I think that's what people who are grieving, they really find it so difficult because they can't let go the pain, the memory of the pain, and it just adds on. So the important thing is to try and figure out how I can build a certain level of acceptance that it helps me to move on. See, the issue is people who have left the world, but people who stay back, then we still have a life to lead, and there are people around us for whom we need to lead that life, not just for ourselves.